We begin tonight with the developing situation in the Middle East. Israel retaliating in Gaza for the deadly surprise attacks by Hamas. Since the attacks, hundreds of Israelis and Palestinians have been killed. The exact numbers continue to fluctuate. It's a conflict not seen in the region in 50 years. And Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is warning his country's counteroffensive has just begun. ABC's Ines de la Cuetara has the latest from Tel Aviv.
Massive blasts rocking the Gaza Strip, with Israel Defense Forces continuing their barrage, huge plumes of black smoke filling the sky. Israeli officials saying in just a 3-hour span Monday, they struck 130 targets in the area, saying they will continue to fight Hamas terrorists as long as necessary for the sake of the residents of the state of Israel. They also plan to blockade Gaza, keeping fuel, food, and electricity out. This mosque in Gaza also hit by Israeli strikes. Palestinians seen crying as the injured are rushed to the hospital. This all comes after the militant group Hamas launched a surprise assault on Israel Saturday, the 50th anniversary of the Yom Kippur War. More than 2,200 rockets launched as armed Hamas militants also raided towns, going door to door, executing innocent people. At an Israeli music festival in Negev, rescue workers say 260 bodies were removed from the desert.
It's really living hell. Never seen something like this. I've been in two wars in my life and never seen anything like this. Bodies all places for the slaughter. They didn't care if you are a man or a woman, you are young or old man. They're killers, they're murderers.
Israeli officials say dozens who were not killed were kidnapped instead and taken to Gaza as hostages, including this Jewish grandmother.
I'm sure she's very scared, and I'm sure she feels very alone. And that's not a way to live when you're 85 and they're being taken away from your bed, from your house.
Thousands have been injured so far in both Gaza and Israel, hundreds killed in both areas. The State Department saying at least 9 Americans have died in Israel. U.S. Embassy staff now under a curfew from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. and banned from going on any personal travel to the West Bank. And as the IDF continues to lay siege to Gaza, a Hamas spokesman saying if the shelling continues without warning, they will begin executing Israeli hostages one by one. Ines de la Cuetara, ABC News, Tel Aviv, Israel.
And as communities are being decimated by war throughout Israel and Gaza, back here at home, supporters on both sides are speaking out. Quad Cities Jewish Federation Executive Director Alan Ross says he is devastated by what he's seen. He's called this one of the most tragic days in the life of the Jewish people. Meanwhile, yesterday afternoon, hundreds of Palestinians marched in downtown Chicago. Protesters at the demonstration voiced their passion and pain over the escalating conflict.
We don't want blood. We don't want to fight Israel forever. We just want our land back and, just free Palestine.
It's the worst surprise attack since the '73 Yom Kippur War. There's going to be a reckoning afterward and how security was lax and how this was happening. But in the present time, the primary objective is to eradicate Hamas, all Palestinian terrorists, and bring back the hostages.
Now, Chicago law enforcement says so far there are no threats in the Chicago area. Allen from the Jewish Federation says they haven't had any threats against them either.